Breaking news tonight in the high-stakes peace talks between the U.S. and Iran. Vice President J.D. Vance, who was in Pakistan for these talks, says no deal has been reached. The vice president spoke just before 9 tonight.
We have been at it now for 21 hours, and we've had a number of substantive discussions with the Iranians. That's the good news. The bad news is that we have not reached an agreement, and I think that's bad news for Iran much more than it's bad news for the United States of America. So we go back to the United States having not come to an agreement. We've made very clear what our red lines are, what things we're willing to accommodate them on, and what things we're not willing to accommodate them on. And we've made that as clear as we possibly could, and they have chosen not to accept our terms.
The vice president says the offer the U.S. presented is the best and final one Iran's leaders are getting. As Vice President J.D. Vance gave the update on negotiations, President Donald Trump and Secretary of State Marco Rubio headed to the UFC fight in Miami. Vice President Vance says he was constantly in contact with the president, Secretary Rubio, and the rest of the national security team. And back here in Houston, a crowd gathered on the corner of Westheimer and Post Oak Boulevard in the Galleria area calling for freedom in Iran. They spoke with our Amanda Henderson.
Several protesters say no matter what, they want to see Iran ultimately have a regime change, and they have an idea of who they would like to see in charge. Lining the streets of Post Oak in front of the Galleria, hundreds of protesters from Houston's Iranian community holding signs and flags.
So this is our last option, which is what we are doing right now, which is asking for military foreign intervention.
Arshia is closely watching the U.S.-Iran face-to-face negotiations.
Whatever deal they make, it should be this regime to be gone, and this guy in this picture, he is the opposition leader for us. He is a son of our leader before this revolution happened.
We see several signs with the photo of Iranian Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi. This is who protesters say they want in charge during a transition period for the country after the death of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei.
So we want regime change for Iran, and we have chosen Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi to be our leader through this.
And he is the only solution for Iranian people.
As discussions continue, protesters have a message for U.S. leaders.
We are trying to let U.S. know that do not trust this regime while you're negotiating with them. Take this regime out of this country. They hostage our country for the last 47 years. We want them out of our country.
The U.S. and Iran do have a temporary 2-week ceasefire deal in place. In Houston, I'm Amanda Henderson, KHOU 11 News.
Amanda, thank you.